Welcome to the continuing saga of Richard Peak and his lawnmowers. As you may recall, some time ago, Larry, my friend, gave me that John Deere lawnmower sitting right there. It needed a belt on it. So I put a new belt on it, I put a new idler pulley on it, and it took me a while to figure out how to set the tension on the idler pulley. And I actually couldn't find any videos on it. I might make a video on that later myself. But I did find it remotely mentioned in one of the manuals, and I was able to get that to work, but then it wouldn't start. And it was backfiring, and it was popping and everything else. So I had the snapper, which you might remember I bought some time ago, and it's always ran beautifully. Cranks, it doesn't have an electric start, it cranks with a hand pull. First time every time, except the other day I ran out of gas and I had a heck of a time getting it to start again. And then today I was using it and it just suddenly wouldn't crank. Now I checked the spark, it had good spark, and I checked all the safety things. I put gas in the cylinder and I checked to make sure it had compression. So I was going to go to town and buy a new plug for it. I figured, what the heck, maybe the spark isn't hot enough. So I went around figured I'd get one for the John Deere while I'm there. So when I took the plug out of the John Deere, it was the same plug. It's a Champion. If I had my glasses on, I'd read you the numbers. But it's the same plug as the plug for the snapper, except it was filthy. So I thought, well, dang, that's no wonder that dirty as that is, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't run. So I stuck the snapper plug in the John Deere. The John Deere fired right up and it's running very well, actually. So I don't know. Sometimes I just think that the God of Musty One just has to test me every so often just to see if I can figure out why things ain't working. But I still am going to go to town and get a new plug for the snapper. However, as good as that is running, and if it keeps running as good as that, I could just use it and go ahead and finish my project. But then that leads to the other thing, and the other thing is that it's hot. I mean, it's not just a little bit hot, it's good and hot. And hot enough where going down and swimming in the lake would be awesome. But I'm not going down and swimming in the lake, although I could be. So that's a factor too. So I think what I'm going to do, I kind of wanted to wash that Toyota anyway. I may just run to town, run it through the car wash, pick me up a fresh new plug for the snapper, and then come back and consider my options after that. I will tell you this, I drove the Rambler to town just now, and oh, she did great. I got some non-ethanol gas for both the lawnmowers, and while I was there I put some in this, and she's running great. The choke seems to be working well. She's smooth and she's fast and she's fun to drive. And everybody comments on it when I pull in. So we're having fun with that. So I think I will go around to town and go ahead and get one of these plugs. I'd love to just have that snapper work. I mean, I just feel a little bit betrayed. I just feel a little bit betrayed by the lawnmower gods here. That's all I can say.